Good morning and a very, very happy Thursday to you, a blessed Thursday to all of you. May today be a day of learning and a lot of love. Let's start our Pixie programming. Let's have the music on. Good to see you all. Bend down. Yes. You're all the winners. Fantastic. Okay, who wants to volunteer today? What's been happening in your life? Any new developments? Aluna, that's absolutely fine. Recovery wishes to Salesh. Okay, great. Oh. It's we're just running on the spot, and yet you pant, your energy level goes up. It's so surprising. It's amazing. Okay, lovely. Ritesh, so let's have the first book with us. Okay. So today, what are we talking about? Today, we are talking about correcting our vitamin D3 levels. And Rupal, you please talk to us about, please take this chapter forward.
I think Kirtinmai wanted to read. She's put up
She can read tomorrow. No, you
Okay,
please continue. Yeah, it's fine.
okay. Correct your vitamin D3 levels. Almost all of my patients and clients have critically low levels of vitamin D3 when they come for the first consultation. Low D3 levels plague thousands of people across the world. Most of them still consider this vitamin to be a vitamin necessary for bone strength, but it plays many critical roles in the human body, from immunity to weight loss. Besides playing a crucial role in the establishment and maintenance of calcium in the body, vitamin D also acts as an effective regulator of cell growth and differentiation that is specific to cancer. The following deplete vitamin 3 D3 in the body. The following deplete vitamin D3 in the body: aerated drinks, smoking, more than 2-3 cups of tea and coffee per day, laxatives, diuretics, cholesterol medication.
So please understand D3 is extremely important, especially in the life of vegetarians. Please remember that it's not just an important vitamin for your bones. Yes, the bones will start feeling weak, your joints will give up, and you will know that there are chances of vitamin D3 having gone down. But it is extremely important for your effective cellular working in the body, and that's really important. And what do you talk about D3? How does it go down or how does it get depleted? Very simple. Bad lifestyle is the reason why it is. Firstly, if you are on laxatives, which people are doing because constipation is also a problem in the bodies, people are smoking, some of them, not everyone, yes. Soft drinks have become a very important part of your life, and that is happening. Also, some people are very used to their, teas and coffees, and that does make a difference. So your entire everything is creating a havoc in your body, and you're just having a bad D3 day. What also happens in D3 is if you're stressed, if your lifestyle is all about eating the wrong food and not the organic food, if you're not exercising enough, if you're sedentary, if you're not going enough with the sun, like you're just indoor all the time, all this makes a difference. Also, if 1%, if your calcium levels are shaken, your D3 levels are also shaken. So let's go further and see what's coming our way.
Stress, junk food, lack of exercise, lack of calcium. Clinical studies now show that vitamin D deficiency is associated with four of the most common cancers: breast, prostate, colon, skin. Low vitamin D3 levels have been linked to diabetes, heart disease, skin health, and even multiple sclerosis. You must get your vitamin D3 levels checked every 6 months. Don't just make sure it reaches the lowest level. Rather, try to make sure it gets closer to the higher range of your lab test. Good sources of vitamin D are mushrooms, Brussels sprouts, sprouted moong, fish, egg yolk, low fat dairy, and chicken. Exposure to sunlight is the best way for vitamin D to be synthesized in the body.
So some people say, getting if I take a sun bath, I tend to become dark, I tend to become tan. So put a dupatta on your face, like maybe something which is light, maybe a handkerchief, maybe something just breathable, any kind of a light fabric, just put that over your face, sit down on a chair and just sunbathe. Winters are now almost gone. But in the winter, it was a perfect time. Even now, if you can, if it's not too scorching hot, but when the sun is there, you should take a sun bath because it's very, very important for your vitamin D and a lot more in your body. It's a closest way of getting energy, and it's very, very, very important. Thank you for reading this chapter. We'll move on to the next book, Creative Visualization, and tomorrow we'll talk about the other things. No problem, Kuldeep sir. That's just fine. And I hope creative visualization is adding some value to you all. Can you please write in a chat box how is this working? Are you being able to do exercises? Whatever's coming your way. Today it's going to be very interesting creative visualization. Yeah, it's really amazing. I finally created my sanctuary. Wow, Rupal, that's brilliant. I'm so proud of you. Amazing. All right, let's read how to write affirmations. Please read.
Writing affirmations. The technique I'm about to describe has brought some of the fastest and most dramatic changes in my life on many different occasions. It is a combination of writing affirmations and a clearing process, neatly rolled into one. I love it because it is so simple and easy to do, yet it gets down to a very deep level. Writing affirmations Writing affirmations is a very dynamic technique because the written word has so much power over our minds. We are both writing and reading them at the same time. So it's like a double hit of energy.
So, what are
Take
we saying? One second. What are we saying? Affirmations, firstly, they're all positive statements which we want and we want to believe about ourselves. We want to invite in ourselves. Even our dreams are affirmations which we're writing, repeating them in our mind, visualizing them, right? Now, writing affirmations is a very dynamic technique because a written word has so much power over our minds. We are both writing and reading them at the same time. So it's like a double hit of energy. Just the way affirmations are even as strong, even when it's spoken in the mirror, because you're speaking them out, and the person in the mirror is also speaking them back to you. It's like a reflection, double echo. So there are two double hits of energies in affirmation world. One is saying them out loud in front of the mirror where you have eye to eye contact. Second is writing them down. That's the most amazing way of affirmations. Let's read further.
take any affirmation you want to work with and write it 10 or 20 times in succession on a piece of paper. Use your name and try writing it in the first, second, and third person. For example, I, John, am a successful singer and songwriter. John, you are a successful singer and songwriter. John is a successful singer and songwriter. Don't just write, don't just write it by rote. Really think about the meaning of the words as you are writing them. Notice whether you feel any resistance, doubts, or negative thoughts about what you are writing. Whenever you do, even a slight one, turn the paper over and on the back, write out the negative thought. The reason why the affirmation can't be true, can't work, or whatever. For example, I'm really not good enough. I'm too old. This isn't going to work. Then go back to writing the affirmation. When you're finished, take a look at the back of the paper. If you have been honest, you will have a good look at the reasons why you keep yourself from having what you want in this particular case. With this in mind, think of some affirmations you can do to help you specifically counteract these negative fears or beliefs and begin to write out these new affirmations. For example, if one of your negative beliefs is, I can't be more successful than my father was, you could affirm, my father is proud and happy about my success. Or
Did
you
you
may,
understand the one second? Did you
yes,
understand the science? He has a mental phobia, a limiting belief that I can't be more successful than my father was. Now, what is a beautiful affirmation? He's not writing, I'm more successful than my father, even that's fine. but he's saying in such a beautiful way where the emotions flowing in. He's saying, "My father is proud and happy about my success." So affirmations can be written in three ways, as I said. First tense, second tense, and third tense. So you use yourself accordingly, and whatever you like to hear. If you're happy to hear "I," Prachi is fine. If you're happy to hear you Prachi, or just Prachi, it's fine. Remember first, second, third, whatever resonates with you. And to give more power, today we are moving a step further. If possible, start adding your name after I. Till now, all of us have been doing generic I, right? Now, the minute you add your name, you're making it very you specific. So somebody has, for example, Preeti Kavade. So I, Preeti Kavade, becomes even more impactful because now Preeti Kavade may not be so many. Preeti may be a lot of them. So just see, but the best thing is when you're writing it out, just feel the energy, feel the words. Don't just write them mechanically. This is my assignment. I've tried 7 times, 21 times. Let me just write. Write and talking to your child, talking to your parents, colleagues, you're writing. Don't do that. Give yourself time, think about it, read the affirmation, write the affirmation, feel the affirmation. Let's read further.
My father is proud and happy about my success, or you may want to stick with the original affirmation if it seems effective, or modify it slightly to be more accurate. Keep working with writing the affirmation once or twice a day for a few days. Once you feel that you've really looked at your negative programming, discontinue writing it loud and just keep writing the affirmation. Right. Can I read it again?
Yeah, please, you can.
Keep working with writing the affirmations once or twice a day for a few days. Once you feel that you've really looked at your negative programming, discontinue writing it out and just keep writing the affirmations.
So I am not in really the favor of this. I'm not a believer that you should think about something negative. I feel just think on the positive, expand it. So I don't much suggest this that you write your negative things so often and that for a couple of days. But if Shakti Gavan's coaching works for you, please go ahead. When I did this book, I did not follow this paragraph because I only believe in writing the affirmations, not the negative beliefs, not the negative programming. Each to their own. Whatever works for you, please go ahead. Read the last paragraph for this chapter.
My experience with this process is that often whatever I have been affirming manifests surprisingly quickly after going through the clearing process. And I have usually received many valuable insights into my own patterns this way.
So, what I do, I'll tell you now. It's extremely important to do the clearing process. Very, very, very important. So, clearing process is all about finishing of your limiting beliefs. How do you finish them off? So, you write a question down. What is stopping me from getting realizing my dream? And just if you want to write, just write that one quality or the absence of the quality. Procrastination, belief, rather than writing I, Prachi, don't think I can do it because this thing is coming in my life. Let's not do that. So just tweak it a bit, write your limitations in like a simple generic word, or like, lack of confidence, not being able to talk, public phobia, stuff like that. And how can I improvise it? It's going to be your affirmations. So please, it's very important to realize that your limiting beliefs are only your mental beliefs. They're not true. There's something you've acquired. You are meant to live a magnificent life, and that is the crux of your life. You have limited your beliefs so much and made them so concise. So let's grow over it by clearing them and by writing your affirmations. Affirmations, again, as I said, please be very, very clear. Each one of us can write our own affirmations. Affirmations is not a rocket science. What we want is what we write. If I want to sit right now on a meditation table and coach you, so I write that. What do I write? I'm sitting on a meditation table and coaching. I mean, simple, whatever. I mean, I'm just giving a very big example. But whatever works for you is what you say. Let's turn the page and let's realize what is the science of setting our goals. Let's read, please.
Setting goals. Possibly the trickiest part of getting what you want in life is just figuring out what you really want. And yet, it is certainly the most important part of all. In my own life, I have found that once I have clear, strong intention to create something, it often happens quickly and easily. I experience this as a kind of click in my consciousness when I suddenly get a strong experience of what I want and an equally strong experience that I'm going to get it. It usually takes a certain amount of time and energy spent in the processing before I arrive at that point of clarity. And very often, the click of clarity has been preceded by feelings of confusion, despair, hopelessness, and so on, which I have had to work my way through. So don't worry, the darkest hour is truly just before the dawn.
So, firstly, really go deep into your goals. Do you really want them, or are they goals someone has given you? For example, I'll give you a good example. When you were in school, maybe you're coming to high school, your family said you should be a doctor, or your family said you should go to Harvard, or your family said you should be an architect. Did you really want to be an architect, doctor, or go to Harvard? Or your heart said, I want to go into art, want to study psychology, or maybe I want to study humanity and be a philosopher, or maybe I want to be a monk. I don't know, whatever. Did you listen to your heart, or was it the world telling you? So look at your goals. Are they your goals, or are they society driven goals? Secondly, how much do you really, really want them? Very often it happens, you're working on a goal, thinking the society wants it, I want it, but actually it's not what you want. So, that will take time, really time, and you will not be able to work on it. And when you're working on it, you realize that, it's not happening, it's not happening, it's not happening, and you'll change it. So, goal setting is most important. Think deeply, and the click of clarity is very, very, very important. And Shakti Kiban says when she has a click of clarity, it's very often followed by feelings of all negative emotions only. Which she says is great because, as she says very beautifully, the darkest hour is truly just before the dawn. So, yes, it is. And let's read further.
The most extreme example of this in my own life was the 10-year process of deep emotional healing that I went through in order to get clear about my intention to find my life partner. Although I thought I was ready for this to happen, I discovered that I had much deep fear and ambivalence. Once I was able to acknowledge these feelings consciously and work with healing my fears and old emotional patterns, my intention became clear. 3 weeks later, I got together with the man who is now my husband.
So, how simple, right? It took us 10 long years, 10 years to understand how she thinks, what is a deep emotional healing. She had to deeply emotionally heal herself to clear her intentions, to find her purpose. And once she found that, once she fought over and won over her fears and ambivalence, that's when she acknowledged that, yes, I'm ready. And no sooner was she a yes person, immediately her husband came walked in her life because she's looking for a life partner. So just clear of your fears. Whichever friends of mine right now looking for a counterpart, clear your fears because your fears are the reason why he is not walking into your life. As simple as that. All right, let's read further.
Discovering what you want in your life can be facilitated by the process of setting goals. I often find it helpful to do some exercises with pen and paper, which I share with you here. When you're working on setting goals, it's important to keep a few things in mind. Remember that setting goals does not mean that you're stuck with those goals. You can change them as often as you want to and feel that it's necessary.
So,
Remember, yeah, sorry.
yes, no, that's fine. So when you have a goal, you're not stuck to it. This is my goal and I have to do it. What if there's no energy? What you don't want that? For example, if I have a goal right now, that I want to go to Egypt for meditation, and I want to really have a good girly fun holiday over people, not just girl women, men who are into the meditation, who want to have a good time on a holiday, and I just want to do that. But it's not going to manifest right now. Why? Because COVID is happening. It doesn't excite me right now, but I'm working on it, great. But I do know that the possibility is the vaccine comes and the world opens and I can go. So sometimes there may be obstacles in your mind in achieving a goal. But eventually you know that the obstacles come for a good reason. You'll just keep crossing over, leaping over, jumping over and going. So it's fine to do that, to continue. Sometimes the purpose changes. You no longer want to meditate because your body doesn't want it for whatever vague reason I'm again giving. So it's okay to change it. It's not that you're stuck. And don't call that a failure. Please don't call that a failure. Just give a pat on the back. Great, you realize at the right time this is not your purpose. Let's move on. Let's have a new goal. It's fine. So don't belittle yourself that you're not being able to achieve and you had to change. No, the purpose was different. Please read further.
Remember also that setting goals does not mean that you have to pursue them through excess effort, striving, or struggling. It does not mean that you have to become emotionally addicted to achieving them. On the contrary, setting goals can help you flow through life more easily, effortlessly, and pleasurably. The nature of life is movement, creativity, and goals give you a clear focus and direction in which to channel your natural creative energy. This helps you to this helps you to outflow and contribute to the world, which enhances your feeling of well-being and satisfaction in life. Goals are there to help you and support you in your true purpose. Goals can be made in the spirit that life is an enjoyable game to be played and one that can be deeply rewarding. They are not to be taken too heavily or seriously. At the same time, you must give them enough weight and importance so they are of real value to you.
So yes, goal setting is important. Please realize how are they fulfilling your mind and your heart and your soul. If you are into your goal setting, it has to resonate with your soul. You just can't be big about it that this is a goal I want to achieve. Does that goal do something for you? I repeat, in case your family or your friends or society thinks it works for you, but you don't have excitement for your goal, how would you achieve it? It's somebody else's dream, not your dream. So it should excite you and you should be able to flow in the dream, flow in your goal. Not like, it's a effort, okay, like it's like somebody telling me, go for a jog. I'm going to be pushing myself. But if I want to become fit, I would actually try and jog, right? Somebody else's words versus my own feelings. Your heart has to be in sync with your goal. Once you have that higher purpose, you'd be able to do so much more and you'd be able to give your goal weight, importance, right structure, right timing, and a lot more value which you can add to your goal. Let's read further.
You may find you may find that the very process of choosing goals brings up a certain amount of emotional resistance in you. You might experience this in various different ways, such as feeling depressed, hopeless, or overwhelmed at the thought of trying to set goals. Or you might feel the desire to distract yourself by eating, sleeping, or other activities. These emotional reactions, if you should have them, are clues to the ways in which you avoid getting what you want in life. It's important to go ahead and experience these feelings and reactions, to go through them and proceed with the process. Once you get into it, you will find it of value. Then again, you may thoroughly enjoy the whole process and find it very expansive, fun, and enlightening. I hope so. Don't make the choosing of goals too complicated or significant. Start with simple, obvious things. Remember, you can always change and develop them as you go along.
So, why did she say this? This is for you to build your power of gratitude, power of goal setting, power of visualization and creating and manifestation, actually. So, if you start this small step, like, funny, in a season which is winter, I'm saying, okay, today I want to have a mango. I'm manifesting it. If I put my soul and heart and think, okay, yeah, I'm eating it, I'm devouring it, it's yum, divine, juicy. You never know if my mom-in-law goes to the market and picks it up and brings it home, or somebody else brings a fruit basket home and mangoes are right on top of it. It's so simple. Start with something so small that you realize that your manifestation muscle is getting stronger and you manifested it, you saw it. So that's when we began the chapter, with this entire journey of 1 to 1 days, we began with manifestation of simple stuff, and you were able to spot it, which means manifestation exists, which means we're working on it very beautifully, which means now is the time to decide how to do it. Let's go with the first exercise for the day.
Exercises. Sit down with a pen and paper and write down the following categories: personal growth education, work career, relationships, creative self expression, money, lifestyle or possessions, leisure and travel.
These 7 goals are common for every single human being, I feel. Isn't that so? Each one of us wants to grow or educate ourselves. What are we doing right now? We're educating ourselves, we're growing as well, right? Each one of us wants to work. Whether you want to be a homemaker and do something extraordinary out of your home, you want to become an entrepreneur working from home, you want to have successful career working in a high-rise building or like corporate culture or own your own, industry or maybe work in an office, whatever. Relationships are of paramount importance. We all want to have good relationships. We all want to be able to express. What is expression? Even me talking to you right now is expression. Me saying my feelings out loud to somebody I care for is expression. A lot of people, when they're abused physically, mentally, however, they can't express. They bottle themselves up. So you want to express. It's very, very important to express. And the more creatively you express yourself, like with an openness, the more the world and the universe is there because you are expressing. Money. Every single person in the world wants money. You've got to have money to even have your 2 or 1 square meal a day. You have to. Lifestyle possessions. I think everyone wants a roof over their, houses. Now, of course, if you go for luxury, it's unstoppable. There's a lot thing there. But a lot of people don't want luxury, but they want a particular lifestyle. That I want to wake up in the morning. I want to follow circadian rhythm. I want to have water, intermittent fasting, or I want to just run and be healthy and laugh, whatever. Leisure and travel is so important too. It opens your horizons, it opens your world, the way you look at something. And for me, like, what is travel? It's like to travel to a new country, a new city which I have never explored because I like to create and see the world in a different way. I like to go to offbeat places. I don't like to repeat my countries usually. So everyone can have their own list. You may want to go to London 10 times in a year or 10 times in your life. It's fine, whatever you like. So sit down today. You've done this when we began the book, a magic book also when we began, we did write our step. You want to do it again? Do it. It just creates your more muscle. It's not a repetition, it's creating your muscle again. Let's read further.
Now, keeping in mind your present life situation, write down under each category some things that you would like to have, to change, or to improve upon in the near future. Don't think too hard about it. Simply write down any ideas that come to your mind as good possibilities. The purpose of this exercise is to loosen you up and get you thinking about you about what you want in the various areas of your life. Take another piece of paper and write at the top, if I could be, do, and have everything I want, this would be my ideal scene.
So
I'm
what
going,
is this?
I'm going to
Yeah.
read
So if
it.
1 second. So be, do, and have are 3 important parts of your being. Be, do, and have. And if you can actually realize these 3 parts of a creation, everything is great. Be in now, what do I say? Be means whatever you want, you are in that being by affirming in the present tense that, I have this. So if I could be, which means write affirmation in a positive sentence. Do, imagine doing that thing with you and have everything, do and have everything I want. This would be my ideal scene. And that could be your vision manifestation coming true. This statement is all about your manifestation coming true, with your resonance. Yes, ask, believe, receive a similar pattern. Very, very right. So be, do, and have is actually equivalent to ask, believe, receive. Yes, correct. Great. Let's move further. If you want, Rupal, you can read the sentence. No problem.
If I could be, do, and have everything I want, this would be my ideal scene. Now list the same 7 categories, and after each one, write a paragraph or two. Write a paragraph of two, however much you want, describing your absolute ideal situation in life as far as you can fantasize about it. The purpose of this exercise is to stretch and expand you beyond your present limits. So let your imagination take over and really let yourself have everything you could ever want. When you have finished this, add one more category: world situation environment. Describe the kind of changes you would like to see happen in the world in your lifetime. If you could have the power to change things, world peace, the end of poverty, people becoming conscious of one another and the earth, living in harmony with nature, schools transformed into exciting learning centers, hospitals becoming true centers of healing, and so on. You can be as creative as you like with this category, and you may find that you have all kinds of interesting ideas you never thought of before.
So, it's very funny how we judge ourselves. Until I think your goal is gorgeous. I think it's something which is even akin to mine. I've always loved the guitar. My daughter played it, my brother-in-law plays it, my son plays it. But I never played it. And one day I know I will play it. And Zumba class is the funnest thing one can do with themselves. I think it's brilliant. Why not? Go hit it. Like I have such a big goal list. I want to play golf. And whatever Shakti Gawain's written in the world situation, that's something I've written it down. Whenever I share my Ikigai board with you, which I've done like I think a couple of months ago, everything she's written is all part of it. And I'm reading the book today after what, 10 years? I think 10 years I haven't read her book. And today when I look back, I'm like, wow, how wonderful. Every single thing is there. And it's crazy how my dreams are. I never even knew that I have so much in me to give out. And now in the pandemic, my dream became empower trillions of lives. And I don't know. I mean, that's my goal. Yeah. So be it. Trillions of lives, what are you talking? Like, are you going to become an author? You never know. Are you going to become a reader? I never know. Think big. Why not? If you want to affect yourself or impact the world, you want to create the situation better in your world, you want to have much more peace, you want to have no poverty, you want to have people flourishing, people growing, people living a magical life. Yeah, so be it. Why not? There's a reason why 5% of the people in the world control 95% of the wealth, because they are the 5% who control the social media, the newspapers, the televisions, all the channels, and they have sunken in your mind some beliefs which have become your limiting beliefs. Now, time to break this glass ceiling and just move on and grow. So, why not? Just go for it. So, don't think twice. And don't limit your imagination. If you can do anything in the world, you never know. People who've done the most important things probably never knew that they were doing it. So, very important to do it. Ashima, with their question, whichever category resonates with me, with you. Like with me, all those 7 resonated, and even the 8th resonated. So if something resonates with you, do it. Put it under those categories. Something doesn't, do it. You have 10 clear goals and they intertwine, but I can't put them into categories. That's fine. Then this is probably called your master dreams. But I hope they're tangible together as one goal. So please go ahead and do it. All right, third place to read about it.
I've not forget this. Now reread the book and
Yeah.
meditate on it a while. Create a mental picture for yourself of a wonderful life in a beautiful world. Third, again, take a fresh sheet of paper based on what seems most meaningful from the ideal scene you have created above. Write a list of the 10 or 12 most important goals for your life as you feel them to be right now. Remember that you can change and revise this list at any time, and you should do so from time to time. Now,
So, very important for us to visualize our dreams. That's why every single day out of these 38 days, I've written down my assignments. Manifestation meditation is very important. That's a time when you can relive your dreams mentally, visualize them, and gradually visualization may have become easier for a lot of you. What happens with dream writing? You tend to forget it if you're not manifesting. Day and day, morning and night, if you're doing it, you're on the run. You haven't gone off the track. That's why it's important to be on the track and keep running and creating the dreams that you want. Now, let's read about the point number three. What do we have to do in this exactly? No, we've read this. So, what do we do? So, whether you have, like Ashima says, you have 10 goals. So, you have 10 or 12 important goals already for your life. They feel right for you right now, but you want to tweak them a bit, you want to change them a bit, or you want to cross out one dream completely, it doesn't fit your purpose now. It's fine, do it. Don't judge yourself, just go with the flow because it's your life that you're creating. Number four.
now, number 4. Now write down my 5-year goals and list the most important goals you would like to achieve within the next 5 years.
So, for this, my coach says do 80-20. If you have too much on your plate, see which is the most important. 20%, one out of five, which is the most important. See that. If you're writing a 5-year goal and there are five goals in that, see the one which is the most important for you. Work on that first, and then the others can be taken one by one. The one thing is also a science. You want to do everything together? Okay, work on it. But if you give power to one thing, it works far more better than dividing your attention to many, many things. All right, let's read further.
It's great to write your goals in the form of affirmations as if they've already been achieved. This helps to achieve a clearer, stronger effect. For example, I now own and live on 20 acres of land in the country with a beautiful house, orchards, a creek, and lots of animals. I now support myself easily and abundantly through leading seminars and giving speeches to enthusiastic and appreciative audiences. In writing your goals, be sure to put down that be sure to put down things that are real and meaningful to you. Things you actually want, not what you think you should want. No one else needs no one else need ever see your goals unless you want them to. And this process requires that you be totally honest with yourself.
Yeah, so dream setting is for yourself. It's not for others. So honesty is the best policy. Let's go further.
Repeat the process above with your goals for 1 year. Don't make too many. If you have if you have a lot at first, eliminate all but the 5 or 6 most important ones. Check to see that they are in alignment with your 5-year goals. That is, make sure they're moving in the same general direction so that when you accomplish your 1-year goals, you will be a step closer to your 5-year goals. For example, if one of your 5-year goals is to own your own business, one of your 1-year goals might have to be to have a certain amount of money saved towards that end, or to have a job in similar business where you're getting a certain type of experience you will need. Now, write out your goals for 6 months from now, 1 month, and 1 week from now. Again, keep it simple and choose the 3 or 4 that are the most important to you. Be realistic about how much you can accomplish in the shorter range goals. Again, make sure they are in alignment with your longer range goals.
So now, Ashima, I'll answer your question. You have a master dream, which is like probably spanned over a couple of years. So now what do? You work on them inch by inch. That will have something which is a short-term goal. When you cover the short-term goal, okay, I'll take my example. For example, pandemic came, I had no clue what's coming my way. All of a sudden, people said, you have so much of knowledge, share with us. Okay, fine. I said, let me share. Little did I know that I'm going to start up these morning sessions. Okay, fine. First batch, we're starting something new. We're creating our intentions. We're creating our goals. It's a very first step I've taken. Now, if I want to empower trillions of lives, which could happen in 10 years, 5 years, maybe lesser, maybe more, I have no clue. This is the first step, right? I'm empowering 68 lives right now. So what? It could be short. Today it's just happening for 4 months. Tomorrow another batch. Day after another batch. Day after another batch. Gradually, how does this happen? We just start small. We don't have huge, things. Let's see where we're heading. But go out, reach, don't procrastinate. At least pick that step. Make it tangible. Make it a short goal. Short goals give your muscle power, you confidence. Like I was very confident that these books are going to transform lives. There's absolutely no two ways about it. And the kind of testimonials I hear from you on email and when I speak to you and I see on WhatsApp, it's very heartwarming that mere month and plus of education into this world of life skills, our life is transforming already. Imagine how we will be at the end of the one-to-one day journey. I am super sure about the result. So then, but I wasn't sure that what kind of people will I work with. And here you all are. We are not the same. Somebody has immaculate English, somebody has broken English, but she or he is ready to work on themselves. So what? The sessions are in English. All I asked is be English savvy. So then, what did I say? I set up shorter range goals. So today, Anshul wants to do Zumba. Her first step is to find a Zumba instructor or a session close home. Then think about enrolling. And then she thinks, okay, there's no physical contact, it's pandemic, I can still go for it. And then she just starts going for it. She enrolls. That's her first step. And then the car begins. Tomorrow she may be a Zumba instructor for all you know. She'll have so much of fun and she'll be like, okay, that's my purpose. I love it. So why not? And maybe she'll play a guitar and do Zumba. She'll innovate some new style of, dancing and creation and feeling good. You never know. Don't limit yourselves. Reach your goals and walk step by step. And that's going to be amazing. Let's take it further.
You may find it difficult to be so specific about events so far in the future, and you may have an uncomfortable feeling about planning ahead. However, just making a plan does not oblige you to follow it. In fact, you are bound to change considerably. This exercise is for the purpose of getting practice in setting goals, acknowledging that some of your fantasies can become reality if you wish them to, getting in touch with some of the important purposes and directions in your life.
So, firstly, let me tell each one of you all of you are awesome. All of you can have anything that you desire. It's all about really, really, really wanting it. So when you're awake, you may procrastinate and not take the step. When you're sure, with excitement, you will just go ahead, plunge in. So I'll tell you something. When I took over the industry from my brother, it was a very small factory. We were like just doing 50,000 cases of country liquor for Rajasthan. And then my goal now is, and I told my dad, 50,000 too less. We've already reached the maximum we can produce. Let's go for 70,000. Okay, we did a tender for 70,000. We got it from the government. We managed a 70,000 goal. Now, I told him immediately, I will not go double, I'll go triple because there were batches, bars. We made it 2 lakh. Okay, yeah, we are producing 2 lakh cases right now, but I know it will become a reality because we are working on it. I have personally started going to all the places, getting business out of it. It's not a woman's world at all. But who stops me? I'm unstoppable if I want to. I didn't even tell my dad. I just went and did business with somebody. My coach says, just do it. I did it. So please abide by your coaches. If your coaches, these beautiful ladies are coming into your life. We have 3 of them right now, and we have Luke Cotino. So imagine these coaches are coming to your life with their sciences, their readings, their power packed stuff. Go for them. Just go for it. Don't analyze too much. When they can do it and they coach trillions and millions of people around the world, who are we to think so much? Just do it. But follow some general rules, which are
I suggest that you keep your goals in your notebook. Every now and then, perhaps every few months or so, or whenever it feels like a helpful thing to do, sit down with your notebook and do some of the processes again, revising and reshaping your goals as needed. Be sure to date your paper each time you do this. and keep your lists in order in your notebook, as it is very interesting and informative to look back and see how they gradually evolve. Some general rules. For short range goals, 1 week or 1 month, be fairly simple and realistic. Choose things that you're pretty sure you can accomplish unless you especially feel like taking on a big challenge, which can be very good sometimes. The more long range your goal, the more expansive and imaginative you can be so that your horizon is constantly extended. When you find that you have not accomplished some of your goals, which will inevitably happen, do not criticize yourself or assume that you have failed. Simply acknowledge clearly to yourself that you have not accomplished that goal and decide whether or not it is still a goal for you. That is, decide whether you want to set it again for yourself or whether you want to let it go. It is most important that you acknowledge unaccomplished goals in this way. Otherwise, they may accumulate in the back of your mind and you will feel unconsciously that you have failed, which will eventually make you tend to avoid the goal setting process.
I hope you got this point clear. It's very, very important. Firstly, to write your goals. Secondly, to revisit them every week, month, whenever possible. Write your new feelings on your goals and see if they're all still there for you. Is this, yes, dreams and goals the same? So, is it still there for you? So, if it's there for you, if that goal is still prevalent for you, you will be working on it. If it doesn't, if it lacks luster, just drop it and don't ever think you failed. The purpose has changed, right? You can always add the value. The purpose changed. It's fine. It's a part of goal setting process. It's a part of reviewing it. Very, very important to clear yourself again of it. Let's read further.
When you find that you have accomplished a goal, even a small one, be sure to acknowledge yourself for that. Give yourself a pat on the back and enjoy at least a moment of satisfaction about it. All too often, we accomplish our goals and forget to even notice or enjoy the fact that we have done so.
So, congratulations. Pat yourself on the back, ladies and gentlemen. You've done so much. At least one little thing has come true. So, for me, I can say that I told Shweta Kanudia we'll start with only one-to-one number of students. And my our costing was according to one-to-one because I was very sure one-to-one to aram se aa jayenge. In fact, we'll have to filter them because there were so many people keen. But actually, what happens? People are keen, but the devil stopped them in learning. Today, so many of us paid up, but four of us dropped out, right? Because the angels are not letting, I mean, the devils are not letting you do your journey. So your goal setting can change. Does that mean I will not pat myself on the back that 68 of us are actually evolving instead of one to one? Does that mean I will look back at my finances and see, oh, I charge too less, I have to pay out of my pocket such a heavy amount, even for their, contribution, I have to pay so much. So what? How does it matter? This was my goal. If I'm contributing a couple of lakhs extra, how does it matter? It doesn't matter to me. So I still pat myself on the back. No, no, good job done. Great job done. You yesterday when people are saying very good journals. I think Rupal only began this. I felt like wow, yeah, somebody resonates with me, my soul. She liked the quality because I loved it. So yeah, pat on your back whenever you accomplish something small. Also, it's very important to tell yourself, hey, Radhika, I love myself. Thank you. I've done this bit. I've done this sketch. Oh my God, it's amazing. Whether it's great or whether it's not great, I like it, no? And I'm happy. You don't like it, your business. I love it. It's my great thing. I enjoy myself. So pat yourself in the back. Very, very, very important. Number four.
Don't take on too much at once. Set goals that feel good to you. If you feel overwhelmed, confused, or discouraged, simplify. You may want to work on goals in one area of your life, such as your job or your relationships. This process is ultimately to help you enjoy your life more. If you set a lot of goals that you don't accomplish, you may be setting them unrealistically high or setting goals that you don't truly desire and therefore have no real inner intention of pursuing. Choose goals that you genuinely like and want and are realistic for you. If you if you consistently feel blocked in pursuing or achieving your goals, you have some unconscious patterns stopping you. I recommend finding a good therapist or support group to help you do some emotional healing work. We all need help and extra support at times. Remember, remember too that there is a time to set goals and a time to let them go. Just trust the flow of your life to get you where you need to go.
Beautiful. Last line is gorgeous. Remember too that there is a time to set goals and a time to let them go. Please remember, you have set a goal, but it is no longer important. Let it go. Just trust the flow of your life to get you where you need to go. Trust the universe. It's going to give you a direction, a guidance, something which doesn't work for you right now. So for example, I have a goal. Okay, I want to go into a $1 billion apartment, but my husband already buys me $1 trillion apartment. So what is the purpose of $1 billion? I already live in a better home, right? It's my goal, but I've already got it through somehow. Goal does okay. Manifestation does not mean that you are the reason why it's happening. It could be through the society around you also. The purpose is to manifest your dream and invite it in your life. So it doesn't matter whether you are the Nimit Matra or somebody else's. You've manifested, you're living your life. So that's the most important. Yes, let's turn this book into hard thoughts. Thank you, Rupal, for reading this beautifully. So, Raviji, it's a brilliant idea to do accomplishment list. Yes, it's lovely. What I have been doing is also the bucket list, which is my to-do list. I write it off and I have these boxes in front of it, like made by my hand. There are a lot of journals available to do this also. I tick mark each one when I get. I don't cross it out. People cross off the bucket list. I tick mark because I'm more a believer in yes person than being a cross person. So whatever works for whoever you want to do accomplishment list and feel great. Wow, I did it. Amazing. For me, my bucket list on just tick marks. And sometimes I make a tick mark and sometimes I make a heart. Yeah, my heart was in it and I did it. So yes, please go ahead and do it. It's a lovely feeling. Wow. Amazing. Expression. Today we're talking about expression, and here we get the blessings. I freely express who I am. It is your birthright to express. Okay, let me rephrase it. It is our birthright to express ourselves in ways that are fulfilling to us. Isn't this amazing? So let's read about what she had to say. Rupal, the last book for you, please read.
I freely express who I am. I'm indeed blessed. There are wonderful opportunities to be myself, to express myself as who I really am. I'm the beauty and joy of the universe, expressing and receiving. I surround myself with divine honesty and justice. I know that divine right action is taking place, and whatever the outcome is, it is perfect for me and everyone concerned. I am one with the very power that created me. I am wonderful. I rejoice in the truth of my being. I accept it as so and let it be. I say, so be it, and know that all is well in my wonderful, wonderful world right here and right now. And so it is.
Isn't it amazing? How wonderful, how beautiful. We are indeed blessed. Don't we know that by now? That we are really, really, really blessed. And there are wonderful opportunities to be yourselves, to express yourselves and who you really are. What do you think you're doing in the three journals? What are they? Nothing but expression. You're expressing your dreams, your affirmations, your takeaway, your reflections, your blessings. Now that's being created. You're already doing that. And that journal is an opportunity for you to do that. Now, what do you think is happening? You are realizing the beauty and the joy of the universe, and you're realizing that you're a giver and you're a receiver, and it's amazing when you write down everything. Now you are surrounded with divine energy because you're doing that. You're honest about it. It's amazing that you're doing it, and you have the right action and right path, and you're just going out so beautifully, and it's just unfolding everything. Did I know that this chapter is coming every single day? I can tell you, I'm not reading the hard thoughts. I can tell you, I have a very packed day with my business and everything else, my personal life. I'm not even reading these books as what's coming my way. I have no clue today what the magic book is all about. People prep up. These morning sessions, I'm not prepping up. For me, they're not people. I'm not trying to make an impression on you. No, I don't even care. I am myself. And I that's for the reason I told you I'm not a coach. I'm just a co-seeker. We are reading this together, we're in the journey together. And how beautifully the universe unfolds for all of us. We read something in one book, it intertwines with the second book, with the third book, and there we are in the fulcrum. It's absolutely amazing. So let's just let the universe guide us, make us divine, more divine. Let's rejoice in the truth of our being. Let's accept who we are and let it be. All I say, she says, so be it and know that all is wonderful in our wonderful, wonderful world right now, right here. And so it is. I love it. Thank you, Rupal. Thank you for your brilliant trading as always. It's truly a pleasure. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So,
Pleasure.
Ritesh, sir, thank you. Let's have the magic book now. Yes, Nisha, it's okay if you're not feeling well, don't do it. No problem. Okay, let's see today what the chapter is going to be all about. Oh, wow. Again, make all your dreams, wishes come true. We were talking about this in Shakti Gavan's book, and Rhonda Byrne tells us this is the right day for you. So wonderful. Imagination is the true magic carpet, says Norman Vincent Peale. He was a writer. So you see on the left a beautiful jacket, a denim jacket, and it's got a list, a dream list on the in the pocket, full of magic and dream. So what we have been doing is okay. So people who haven't been doing the magical book, you don't know what you're missing out. You don't know how important the magic book reading and the practices are for your journey. You have no idea the continuity is so important. So if you missed out, please get back on track. And it's okay. You don't want to go back and do it. You don't have time. It's fine. At least do what's coming your way now. So if you're practicing, and I think all of you by now have a lot of gratitude in your body. That's how it probably has, come in. If you're not grateful for every single thing, it's all right. Gradually you'll become. Again, don't judge yourself. So now what's happening is gratitude is not something which is specific to just us. It's followed by a lot of people. Hundreds of native cultures through the centuries have traditionally given thanks for what they want before they receive it, creating elaborate ceremonies to put as much energy as they could into giving thanks. The Egyptians have celebrated the flooding of the Nile River since ancient times to ensure the continual flow of rain of water in the river. American Indians and Australian Aborigines perform rain dances. Various African tribes perform ceremonies for their food before they hunt for it. And the very nature of prayer in every culture and religion is giving thanks before they have received and what is desired. So basically, the science is being grateful, being grateful for what you have, what you want, and what you are getting in the near future. Already be grateful. What is the law of attraction? What does it say? The law of attraction says that like attracts like, which means you must form in your mind a likeness or an image of what you want. Then to attract your desire to you, you have to feel as though it's already yours. So that how you feel is like how you would really want to feel when you have it, when you want it. The easiest way to do that is to be grateful for what you want before before you've received it. Has it ever occurred to you gratitude to for something that you have to give beforehand? You have to be grateful beforehand. After receiving something, you saying thank you, like it's my birthday, and you saying thank you, Prachi, happy birthday. And I say, oh, thank you. But what if I say, thank you for all the wonderful wishes coming my way today? Truly, they're heartwarming, and I love each one of them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then imagine those wishes, they're coming, and you're like, wow, I already said thanks for this one in the morning. Isn't it amazing? Then you're attracting that. So please remember that you have to be grateful in advance. Our holy scriptures are promising us exactly that. What is it? Whoever has gratitude now will be given more in the future, and he or she will have an abundance. So, very, very important for us to realize this. Gratitude is something that we must have before we are giving. And the more gratitude we give, the more goodness and the more dreams come true. Today, what's our deed for the day? Today, we have to select any 10 desires from our different areas of our life. Imagine Shakti Given is making us write 7 plus 1, 8, and there Louis Rodabone says 10. So again, your work is going to be coinciding with both the coaches. So today you will write any 10 desires from your different areas of your life, such as money, health, home, relationships, or you might want to choose 10 desires in one area you really want to change, such as worker success. So she's saying either you take up one area and do 10, or you do 10 areas, whatever works for you. Be very clear and specific about what you most want so that you can see the magical changes happening from this practice. Imagine you're putting in a magic order with the universe for your top 10 desires. Because in truth, by using the law of attraction, that's exactly what you're doing. So, how do you do it? You handwrite it on a journal. You already have a dream affirmation journal, or you sit down on a computer and journal it there, whatever works for you. Let's turn the page. So, we write them. I'll just read out one to you. Thank you for the greatest news that we are having a baby. For the people who are planning to trying a baby and they're not being able to, and you know that this is what you're doing. You're saying in advance that you know you are having a baby, which means you're pregnant. Or you can say, thank you for giving me the most beautiful, healthy baby in my lap. If you want a boy, say that. If you want a girl, say that. So that's how specific your wishes are, your gratitude is. You haven't even got pregnant, but you're saying thank you in advance. That's how detailed you'll go. Then another one I can read. Thank you for a dream home, which has everything we wanted it to have down to the last detail. You haven't even bought the plot. You don't even have the money to buy it, and yet you're saying thank you. So all this is possible, just that keep doing it much in advance. Now, writing down thank you in a row is a powerful thing to do because it prevents you from throwing the words away and increases your focus of gratitude. Saying thank you 3 times is also a magic formula. Saying thank you 3 times is also so important mathematically because it's a number of creation in the universe. It takes a mother and a father to create a baby. The male and the female are total three, completing a new creation. The same rule of three applies to creation of everything in the universe, including the creation of your desires. So when you say thank you 3 times in a row, you are using the magic number of creation and a secret magic formula. So please remember that secret magic formula is number 3. The second step is to make all your wishes come true, involves saturating your desires with even more gratitude. You can complete the second step at any time during the day today, either at the same time as listing your top desires or intermittently throughout the day. To saturate each of your desires with gratitude's magical practice, begin with the first desire on your list by using your imagination mentally, feeling that you've received it, and what do you do? What emotion did you feel when you received your desire? So if I need something and I've got a pat on my back from my dad, wow, you've done it. You've done it. So wonderful. That's what I'm feeling. Who was the first person you told about you received your desire? How do you tell them? So your excitement, your future thing, how you're planning should already come in place. Let's turn the page. And what is the greatest thing you did when you received your desire? Include as much detail as you can in your mind. So I would, the first greatest thing is that I would pat on the back and I would go to my side and say, thank you. So whatever you're feeling and doing, please read that, please do that, please feel that, please write that, and express your gratitude thrice. That's a key number. Thank you is the most important. And if possible, place the magic words thank you in a big bold letters on your magic board. Or you can use your refrigerator as your magic board. So in my room, now my room has changed. Now I have gazillion books there, which I always had actually. And I have these boards also. So if somebody else walks in my room, will be saying, if you don't care how it looks, no, I don't care. I'm the one who's seeing it every day. So it doesn't matter whether you like my room or not. I've actually got a glass framed, like, I tend to write in the glass and erase it. So I've got my ikigai there. I've got my thank yous there. And I'm the one who's reading it. So please do this. Do this favor to yourself. You don't want it to show in public. You put your, your magic book inside a mirror, inside a mirror, but see it. Okay. Now let's read what the practice is all about. We count our blessings. We make a list of 10 blessings. We read them, reread them, and say thank you every morning. So that's done. Then today we journal down our 10 desires. We write thank you 3 times for each one, as though you've already received it. For example, thank you for a new desire. Use your imagination, answer the following questions. What emotions do you feel when you receive a desire? Who's the first person you say when you receive the desire? And what is the first great thing that you do when you receive the desire? Finally, reread the sentence listing your desire and really emphasizing the words thank you so that you feel them as much as you can. I hope it's clear. Do you have your extremely personal room, G? No, I share my room with my husband, and he's like the most cooperative man, Kuldeep ji. I can do anything in my room, and he doesn't say anything to me. So I have the liberty of doing it. Though I do have another reading room, which is also my personal room, but I'm very, very happy to do it. Let's turn the page. So if you like, create a magic board, cut out pictures and attach them to your magic board and put them in a place for you to see often. Title the board with thank you in big bold letters across the top. Niche, last is your magic rock or your lotus of gratitude. So about the magic board, if you want, do it now. But as Shakti Given takes us further, she will bring us to this board also. So again, you decide what you want to do. Now let's go to our meditation and let's start our meditation. Sit comfortably. Close your eyes. Feet firmly placed on the ground or cross-legged. Let's take a 3 deep breaths in. Hold and release. Once more, take a deep breath in. Hold and release. Take another deep breath in with 7 counts. Hold 7, release for 14. Hold and release. Life is magical. Life is a celebration. Life is a blessing. The more blessings we count, the more magical our life becomes. Let's relax deeply. Let's relax and find ourselves absolutely at calm. Imagine yourself in some beautiful natural environment. It could be any place that appeals to you. Maybe a meadow, maybe a mountain top, maybe a forest, maybe beside the sea, maybe a beach place. Could be any natural reserve, wherever you find yourself comfortable. It could be anywhere under the ocean or another planet which is beyond our imagination, but it appeals to you. Wherever it is, it should be very comfortable, pleasant, and peaceful to you. Explore your environment. Notice the visual details, the sounds, the smell, any particular feelings or impressions you get about it. Now, do anything you would like to do to make the place more home-like and comfortable. You might want to build some type of house or shelter there. Perhaps just surround the whole area with the golden light, protection, and safety. Create and arrange things there for your convenience and your enjoyment. Maybe do a ritual or establish it as your special place. From now on, this is your personal inner sanctuary to which you can return anytime just by closing your eyes and desiring to be there. You will always find it healing and relaxing to be here. It's a place of special power for you, as you may wish to go here every time you are creatively visualizing. You may find that your sanctuary spontaneously changes from time to time, or that you want to make changes and additions to it. You can be very creative in your sanctuary and have a lot of fun. Enjoy it, love it, make it the place that you really, really want to be here. Just remember to retain the primary qualities of peacefulness, tranquility, and a feeling of absolute safety. You are in your most desired place. Now that you're here, you're comfortable, you're liking it, imagine you're standing on a path that stretches off into the distance. You start to walk. You start to just find your place and walk the path as you want to. There in the distance, you feel a form coming towards you. It's actually bright. It's clear light. It's radiating. You can't make out what it is, but it's a huge halo of energy that is walking towards you. This form approaches you. You begin to see whether the form is a man or a woman, or is it perhaps an animal? See it? If it's a person, how old is he or she? How are they dressed? The closer the form gets, the more details you can see of the face and the person. Greet this being, acknowledge it, and ask whether he or she has a name. Whatever name comes to your mind, give it. Don't worry too much about it. Now show your guide around your sanctuary. Explore it together. Wherever you are, just take your guide around. Show them things that you love about your sanctuary. The sanctuary that you have created with love, because it's your go-to place. Imagine both of you loving it. Enjoy it together. Your guide may point out some things to you that you've never seen there before, and you may enjoy just being in each other's presence. You may enjoy being there for each other. discovering something in your sanctuary for the first time. Ask your guide if there is something he or she would like to say to you, or any advice he or she would like to give you at the moment. You may wish you can ask for some specific question. Ask your guide if you have a question. You may get immediate answers, but if not, don't worry. The answer will come to you in some form later today. When the experience of being together feels complete for now, thank your guide and express your appreciation. Ask him or her to come to meet you in your sanctuary again because it's your go to place. Now, just be grateful that you're part of your sanctuary. Just be grateful that you've met your guide or the energy. This is your sanctuary and you will come back to it. You may add some value to it, some new ideas to it, and invite your guide. You may not have seen the face appearance today, but sooner you will. Today, you may not have asked a question or got an answer, but you will. And with lots of gratitude, let's go ahead towards Mother Earth because now we've stepped out of our sanctuary into our real world and we are grateful for our meditation. Let's go down to Mother Earth and thank her for these beautiful life learnings, for rewarding us every morning with something new and lovely. Thank you, Mother Earth, for allowing our roots to grow in you, stronger, deeper, wider. You make us mightier and stronger. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's bring the eyes at the eye level, eyes still closed. Let's thank our life, past, present, and future. We've loved the journey. There have been ups and downs, but we've loved it because today we know truly every downfall was a reason why we rose up. So we are so grateful for those falls and those upheavals. That time we were anguished, today we realize how important they were for our journey. And we know tomorrow will be absolutely beautiful because life is magical and we are creating it. And we have the power because we are the creators of our life and we are creating it with abundance of gratitude every moment in our life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's look at the heavens above, open our hands in gratitude, and hug the universe. Thank you for having our backs. Thank you, Cosmos. Thank you, Divinity. Thank you, angels and guardians, for looking over us. We are so, so, so blessed. Let's bring our hands at the heart level, holding them together, and let's energize them. Let's energize our head, scalp, hair, brain, our face, forehead, eyebrows, eyelashes, eyes, nose, cheeks, jawline, lips, teeth, mouth, tongue, saliva, chin, ears, neck, esophagus, shoulders, upper arms, elbows, lower arms, wrists, hands, fingers, thumb, nails, upper back, middle back, lower back, spinal cord, hips, lungs, and heart. Our liver, our stomach, our intestines, our gallbladder, our kidneys, our excretory system, our sexual organs, our thighs, upper and lower, our knees, our calves, our ankles, our feet, our toe fingers, our nails. Let's come back up, hands at the heart level, and let's thank the trillions of cells in our body, muscles, tissue, fiber, and skin. We are who we are because of perfect blood circulation system and for all of you to be working in harmony. Thank you for being so unconditional. Every day we're realizing something new about our body because of our life lessons, and we are so grateful for we are loving you more each day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And let's now invite a lot of love, blessings, and wishes for our lovely friends, our co-seekers, our one-to-one Sangha, and let's just bless each one for the dreams to come real. Because today is a day about making your dreams come true. And so it is. Blessings for Kirti, Kiran, Neha, Radhika, Rajni ji, Sneha, Sudha, Shelly, Nitika, Archana, Priyal, Kavita, Archana Singh, Richa, Shweta, Prima, Akshay, Anjuji, Shilpa, Shraddha, Shalu, Dipali, Monica, Raviji, Minakshi, Dipali, Shalu, Anchal, Rupal, Mehek, Reena, Mudita, Sunita, Payal, Alifia, Pratima, Poonam, Ashima, Sangeeta, Kashni, Ritesh Sir, Monish, Nishaji, Pramilaji, and Alona. Sailesh, I wish you the very best, Niyati, and to everyone else, lots of love and gratitude. May today be a very, very magical day and a blessed Thursday. If there are any questions, you can ask me. I have a couple of minutes before I go to the factory, so I could just answer some of you. To Archana, I never found your email yesterday. You'd messaged me. I was at work in the factory. So I request each one of you, uh, please form your WhatsApp message in a long fashion and then send it out. Sending 10 messages, one liners, and I'm at work, it's very distracting. Even though it's on a mute, I see 10, 15 messages unread. And even if I acknowledge, I would not have read them. So either you send it a long WhatsApp message or you articulate an email. I'm comfortable with the WhatsApp, but it has to be one. It can't be 10, 20, 30 messages. So, Archana, it's very fine for you to call me up because I would be going to the way to the factory. So maybe do that or send an email. I never found your email. You were asking for the email ID. It's prachi@born121.com. So please write to me or WhatsApp me and I'll call you back at a comfortable time. So it's absolutely comfortable that all of you can start reaching out now. We've over a month into our journey, close to 3 months left. So yes, now if you have questions, we can very much work with you. So that's fine to reach out. Though I still believe that all of us are the creators of our life. And with these beautiful life learnings, we get the answers to our questions very effectively. However, I'm always here as a fallback support system. So thank you for all your wishes and let me read the reflections if I missed something. How wonderful, Alifia, that your things get manifested so fast. Amazing. Okay. Yes, Preeti, you shall go for your trip, as you say, of course. Thank you, Achal, for your lovely compliment. Okay. Lovely. Okay. Preeti, that's amazing. Congratulations. Not only what you wanted, you received more of it, which shows that, your manifestation and your gratitude is in the right place. Thank you, Dr. Preeti, for sharing this. Okay, lovely. Mm. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, Preeti. I'm writing 3 dreams of mine every day in gratitude journal. Is it okay? Uh, Kashni, you don't have to write the 3 dreams every day. You just write them once and you read them. Is fine. You don't have to write the dreams every day. In the journal, you suppose gratitude journal is only meant for you to write your blessings. If you're still confused, let me reiterate and make it clear. We have 3 journals. Blessing journal is only for you to count your blessings, to write your 10 gratitude every morning. Okay. That's not to be mixed with anything else. It's just your blessing journal. You're writing one page of daily gratitude every day. That's fine. Second is your reflections and takeaways. You've learned something from this book, maybe something from this book, and all you're doing, or maybe in session, all you're doing is writing what you today learned. It could also be something that you've learned throughout the day. You met some gentleman or some lady, and you learned something about it. It's a life lesson. So you just write your reflections and takeaways. Your third is your dream and affirmation journal. So, at the beginning, I think you all have written down your dreams, section by section, or maybe together as a master dream, and you've left a couple of pages because you may want to add something. So, all you have to do is visit these dreams once in a while, read them out, and say thank you. And after that, you've begun writing affirmations. Like today, we had a heart thought. So that is your affirmation. Then you may have some heart affirmations specific to you, one, two, or maximum three. You write them minimum 7 times and a maximum 21 times. So I hope, Kashni, you're clear. If you're not clear, you can ask, you can just raise your hand, I'll unmute you. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, great. So fine, let's log off. I think it feels, how could I not have any goals for myself in last 10 years? Yeah, Anchal, these books make us realize, oh my God, we've lived a life, which is, we didn't even know this power of creation, but now we do. Okay. Email is at the backside of journals. Yes, Neha, I did put my alternative mobile number because this is that is only for all of this. But anyways, I am with you on this other mobile also, so it's okay. All right, all right, all right. Thank you so much. Mm. Oh wow, clue from universe. I'm turning 35 tomorrow and I have the vision now to have my 5 years goal list. Live them, achieve them until I turn 40 and celebrate my yay! Yeah, Achal, more power to you. Tomorrow we shall celebrate you. I hope I don't forget it. Please remind me. We all should be wishing you in the morning. I'm supposed to go on a girls' trip, but there was a problem, so it seemed I might not have to cancel as I started manifesting the permanent problem solved on its own. Yes, the thing is within us. Yes, Shilpa, you should go on the girls' trip, and I should go to Egypt on my girls' trip too. I should find the right people at the right time. Shweta, okay, all right, lovely. Okay, thank you for everyone for being here for this morning. Thank you, Ritesh sir, for always being here with us. Really a blessing to have you. Thank you so much, Amrita. You're not here, but you're always there sending assignments to us. Thank you, Sanjay, for sir, for making the words into an assignment, and for Shweta for being the support system. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's all live the life of our dreams with a lot of gratitude and abundance in our heart. Love, light, and abundance wished for each one of you. See you tomorrow morning. Bye bye.